Hello one and all, welcome back to the next build part in my series for the ultimate gaming system. You guys may have heard my dog in the background and you may still hear her. But anyway, welcome to the next part of the build series. It's been a while and as you can see, many things have changed. I've been doing a lot of renovating, doing a lot of build upgrading too. You guys may notice some few things. Throughout this video, it's going to be a compilation of me building parts and updating parts for my build. One thing, as you can see, there is no water cooling, and that's what we're going to do today, or at least part of this video. So guys, I really do hope that you guys enjoy this regardless. It's been a little bit difficult trying to find parts, as you guys all have may have known over the course of technology, over the course of 2020, going into 2021, it is very difficult to try and find parts, especially the brand new 3000 series graphics cards. It is super difficult to try and get a brand new graphics card. And I've been lucky a couple times, but I've had them both get canceled on me, and it's still very difficult no matter what. Even with the brand new, over this past week when I'm recording this, is the brand new RTX 3080 Ti's. So I wasn't able to get any, and I was at work at the time too. So regardless, it's super difficult to try and get a brand new graphics card. So I'm still stuck with a base 2080, which is not too bad. But I would like to have that more VRAM for being able to do editing videos, animations, editing, and all that fun jazz for my videos. So there's a lot of things that I would like to be able to do, and especially for gaming. But one thing that I did be able to get my hands on was the brand new 5000 series 5900X. Maybe backwards for you guys, I don't know. Yeah, so I got that brand new CPU. I previously had a 3900X, and I have changed it out, as you can see right around, maybe right there, yeah. Right there is where I had my CPU, and there might be a video that might pop up throughout this compilation of me just showing what happened to that. So you guys will see that probably sometime in this video. But as you can see, there's no water cooling in this. As you can see, there's the pump, which I have placed in, and various different ports as to where the radiators are, and places where I will be doing water cooling. So I have that so far. I would like to do my GPU, but I don't have a brand new graphics card, so I'm kind of waiting on that, and then maybe I can put that in the loop later on. But until then, guys, you may see a lot of things in the background that have changed, my space, my gaming space, various other things, but today's build is all about updating my brand new computer and updating my parts. So as you can see, another thing is me holding up my phone camera. So it's going to be super difficult to try and shoot some shots, as I don't have a super fancy recording device other than my phone. So I hope you guys all enjoy regardless. Let's check this out. As you can see, like, there's a lot cleaner cords here. It's so much better having fully modular cords. Now, I'd love to show you guys what my PCO is, but I'll just tell you guys anyway, instead of having to tear all this apart and go in the back here just to disconnect this part right here. What I have is my PCU is flipped upside down, and underneath here is actually, from the back side, is ignore all the non-wired cords. It's temporary because I just got into my brand new space over on the right here. Is my PCU is a 850, an HX 850i, and it works with the IQ software, which is really awesome for being able to monitor your PCU. Not that it's really needed, but it's just an added feature in case you wanted to really do some overclocking, some crazy overclocking, which I probably will be doing down the line when I get all my water cooling all set to go. So it's pretty awesome. I cannot wait to get things going. And one thing is I'm really sad about, but I mean, I'm probably gonna maybe keep these here. We'll see. But I was thinking maybe I'm just going to, and it's unfortunate because I already bought these, is maybe replace all of these fans, even in the back here, is just replace all these fans with 120 millimeter fans for Corsair. So we'll see how that goes. That's probably a future purchase in the future. But of course, I've got over here my my water tubes already. Oh, there's the box there for the PCU, in case you guys wanted to see a glimpse of it. But we'll get this up and going and show you guys when it's all ready to go. So that's pretty much just an overview of things going on. Now, one thing I do suggest here is for those of you who are going to be doing water cooling, and when you guys get your radiators, I really suggest, especially for your radiators over here, any radiators that you get, you want to be very careful when you put in your fans, because when you go to attach your fans, you want to make sure that not only that the screw's not too long, but also at the same time, you want to make sure that these screws, when you go into the radiator, that you be very gentle. You can, sorry for the dust, guys. Oh yeah, that beautiful dust. Is that you don't screw this too hard in, because it could actually damage the radiator and you could potentially get a leak. And that's kind of what I'm kind of afraid of with this one when I go to actually do water cooling, is I only have 2 screws in here currently. But right here I have in the radiator is what most people I think just call a guard, but it's basically just a guard for the screw so that it doesn't go in too far and damage the radiator. So it's just a small little thin piece of metal, but when you go to actually screw, be very careful. Just make sure it's like, I don't know, finger tight maybe or something like that. I don't know if that's the best suggestion for all of you guys that are going to be doing water cooling, but just be very careful when you actually go to screw in with the radiator. So while taking apart my CPU, things like this you do not want to have happen is while taking my cooler off, I managed to have the CPU, as you can see, it is almost like it's soldered on to the copper of the cooler, and that is a big no-no. But the weirdest thing is I didn't have to undo the latch. Now, I'm not sure how hard it is normally to actually have this happen, but I managed to pull out the CPU, and I'm surprised, but I'm just looking here at the fins of each individual pin for the 3900X, and surprisingly, it didn't bend any of my pins, and I'm surprised about that, because if I were, like, I was just trying to get the CPU cooler off, and it pulled off the whole CPU along with the cooler. Now, seeing as that it's almost like it's soldered on, I wonder if I can even get this off, or if it's completely garbage at this point. So I'm gonna see what I can do, and hopefully I can pull this off, because if I can't, I'm thinking maybe about selling this guy or putting it in a completely different computer. So we'll see how that works. Now let's move on. So the next thing we're going to do here is we are going to place the CPU onto the socket. So let's make sure that we do that properly. Now, I'm not sure if one of the bars are missing down there. It looks like there's a socket for something. I don't know if that's like something I can add to improve performance of my CPU, or if that's just me messing something up early on. So we've got everything lined up, I believe. I think so. So I'm going to push down this latch. It's going to be a little... There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. So that was pretty simple. Now we are going to place on the cooler for water cooling. Let's do it.
Which is right here, as you can see. And I've already put the ports on, so we'll get those installed fairly quickly and start to run with it. Normally you have thermal paste that comes with it, but I actually tried putting it on one time because I was thinking about doing water cooling, and then I decided not to because I didn't have everything that I needed. So I ended up putting it on, then taking it off, and I had to clean it off and everything. So hopefully the thermal paste that I do have will suffice for this build. So let's get started.
Alright guys, so the next part of the process here, I am going to actually be doing the tube bending for each and every individual tube. So this is where we start to do the whole process of doing loop and everything. I did have my computer on the ground, now I've got it set up on a table now, so it's going to be a lot different from here on out and a lot better for me to be able to quickly measure things from a level standpoint and just getting things going. So I'm going to flip cameras here if I can. As you guys can see here in the different view that I've got things set up here, I've got my Oh, almost lost that. I've got my heat gun, and it's all connected, ready to go. I've got my tube all ready and socketed. All I have to do at this point is measure, and I've got some fittings here from Thermaltake, and I think that's what their name is. And I've got different shapes here to like do a 135 degree, a 90 degree angle, a 180 degree, and what else we got here? We got a 360 degree shape. So it's specifically for the 16 to 14 millimeter. So it's really awesome to have these shapes for being able to bend the tube properly and just put it in place and bend it to a 90 degree. So I really like this, and I'm super glad I got these, especially being able to ream in for the inside and the outside to once I actually cut this down. I'm gonna knock that over at some point. And I also got a what do you call these again? A tube cutters. So I got these. Now I didn't really need this because I actually have a pair of my own, which is actually a lot better than these. So I may even use my own, but it is brand new blades, so it will cut really easily. So what I actually use mine for at work is for copper tubing. So it's completely different application, but it still will work either way, regardless if I use these or the ones I use for work. So anyway, guys, this is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy the next part of this and enjoy watching as I start to upgrade this. So hope you guys all enjoy. Let's go. All right, guys, so that concludes our part 2 for the ultimate build that I am currently building. And of course, there's still lots of things that still need to be upgraded, need to be more managed, like the wiring, or maybe even some of the tubing I still need to work on in order to be a little bit more perfect at the design and making it look a lot better in terms of aesthetics and all that fun jazz. So until then, guys, I will probably make a part 3. But until then, I don't know what it's going to be. But until we make until we get some new stuff, I am going to probably be putting this on hold for quite a while. So guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, regardless of all the craziness of me putting together all of these videos for each and every one of you guys. So I hope you all enjoy and look forward to the live streams and the videos that I bring in the near future for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, stay frosty, everyone.